You are tuning in to the Cigar Guys Podcast, where aficionados and newcomers alike gather to explore the vast cigar universe. Meet your host, Alexander Gonzalez, Mark Nikollaj, his big little brother Zachary Nikollaj, and Jared Burrows. So sit back, light up, and let's get the conversation started.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigar Guys. Today we are going to be discussing, not really discussing, we're going back to the basics, right? We are going back in time to an era without Jared. So, Jared, if you go ahead and walk out of here.
Oh, man. It's terrible.
Is this OG Cigar Guys days?
This is TikTok.
Cigar Guys?
Yeah, following the trends. Doing cool intros. I think that should be our intro. We should remake that briefcase video. And that would be our intro.
That is a good intro.
That was a good intro, yeah. Remember when we tried to do... when we were first doing the TikTok thing, we tried to have like an intro, like, "What's up, cigar family?"
That was just you. That was literally just you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you still do that
sometimes. I still try to get it rolling.
Mark's like, you remember how good of an idea that was? We should have kept doing that.
Actually, ignore everything you just heard in this podcast. What's up, cigar family? Welcome back to another episode. See, it sounds good though. It like rolls. It'll catch on eventually.
No, wheel rolls.
Wheels roll.
Yeah, I just said that. That was a factual
statement.
You said
wheel rolls.
Yeah, wheel rolls.
But collectively, wheels roll.
Well, multiple wheels can roll, but a wheel rolls. That's a factual statement.
Which wheel are you talking about?
Any kind of wheel.
Which wheel, Zach?
All wheels. Wheels rolls.
The wheels are really rolling right now with this topic. What's the topic again, Zach?
Back to the basics.
Back to the basics, like cigar basics,
like everything. Cigar basics, like people basics, like
what do you think is a good starter kit for a brand new cigar smoker?
Pause. What are you smoking?
I am smoking the tried and true Besa cigar. I have the Habano this time.
That's my thing to say.
Fan favorite. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Buy it at basacigar.com or check it out at 1102cigars.com. Either way, you can find it there. Or at your local cigar shops, including Blend & Barrel, Hustler Cigars, Cigars on the Ave, and plenty more.
And what are you smoking, Alex?
Thought you'd never ask. I'm smoking something from La Galera, some leftovers from last week, which I forgot which one this is called, but I'm going to call it the Emerald because the band looks like an emerald, or it would be called an emerald. So that's what we're going to go with. What are you smoking, Zach?
Smoking a Besa cigar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? Do you know which one?
Smoking the Habano.
Okay, cool. If you didn't answer that correctly, he was going to get fired.
Jared, what are you smoking?
Thank you for asking. This is the Howie G cigar.
You're welcome.
Back 9.
I couldn't hear you.
I know. Sorry. It's the Howie G cigar. Welcome. The back 9.
I'm sorry. I really couldn't hear you. Can you say it again?
The Howard G cigar. Back 9.
Okay.
Back 9.
Okay. What is the back 9?
I mean,
it's the second half of
Thank you,
golf.
Zach. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Jared doesn't play sports. He just
I didn't even hear what you said. You said, what am I smoking? I said back 9 like 6 times.
And I said, what is the back 9?
Before I even answered, he answered.
Yeah, but he didn't really give a good answer.
I didn't even answer at all.
My left eye is still dilated. That's why I'm wearing sunglasses.
It's too bright in
I'm
here.
a douche. It's actually not as bad, but I'm trying to get it down. Or my right eye? My right eye is still dilated.
Yeah. Is that your first time having that?
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
It's okay.
You think that's a good back nine cigar?
I don't know yet. I don't know what to think.
What would you smoke for the front nine of your golf game?
Would you pick?
Nope, let him talk. He's a big boy. He can answer.
I don't even think Jared knows what a front and back nine is.
I'm not sure what to think. I'll get back to you halfway through.
Okay, but what would you smoke if you're going to smoke this for the back nine? What would you smoke for the front nine?
I don't know. I don't play golf.
So why are you smoking that cigar?
This was given to me?
For a golf trip, I'm guessing.
No.
So you don't know what you pick for your front nine.
So you're a poser.
Maybe you would pick the Howard G front nine.
Oh, that's one. Yeah, for sure.
This is actually kind of interesting if you really think about this. If you dive deep into the whole Jared world, he's never said, "I don't know how I feel about this cigar." Actually, he always just says, "It's good." You know.
So are you saying that this is a moment in history?
This is. He either says it's good or it's all right. And when he says it's all right, it's.
Are you like translating how I speak?
Yeah.
Are you figuring it out
This
one
is
by
Jared
one?
vocabulary, but this is the first time
All my terminology?
where he doesn't know.
What's the first time smoking?
And I would like Zach to dive deep on that.
What color is the band, first of all?
Green.
Lucky guess.
Was it lucky or I know the color green?
But you don't know. You don't know green how we see green.
Yeah, you just see like disgusting green, puke green.
Muted, if you will.
Guessing. Muted green. There you go. Mark knows colors now because he painted a house once.
That's why the website's all red and black. It's because they're very different colors. Jared could differentiate between them.
What website?
Cigar Guys.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. I did that. All right, back to the basics. What were you saying?
What do you think is a good starter kit? Not break the bank. Buying 1 or 2 cigars and everything you need.
Okay. Personally, one suggestion I would make is going to 1102cigars.com and getting the Cigar Guys sampler pack, which comes with a Connecticut. No, actually,
Whoa.
I think we changed it.
We did.
It comes with 2 Habanos that are mild in body, very smooth. One is short, one is long. And then the next one is a Mexican San Andreas Maduro. It's on the stronger side. So you smoke the first 2, which have plenty of flavor, but aren't going to give you a big punch in the throat, as I like to say. And then you work your way up to the final one, San Andreas. Smoke that one, a little more flavor, a little more spice, a little more strength. And now you're basically a cigar guy that quickly. That's for the cigars.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Exactly. Then I would say get a lighter and a cutter, but don't spend a lot of money at first. Get like a $10 cutter and a $10 lighter. Straight cut, has to be a straight cut. You have to do 5 years of straight cut before you could think about getting any other cutter. And then you're good to go. Zach.
No, you answered it.
Exactly. But this is a question for everyone, so
I would disagree with you
here we go.
on the lighter, though. I would say get like a good cheap lighter. So you spend like maybe $20-$25.
But what if you
Don't like cigars?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You always need a good lighter at the house.
That's true.
Right? You're trying to light a fire, for a little s'mores action going on, a little bonfire action, right? Can't use a soft flame. You gotta use a torch. It'll cut down 10 minutes of time.
I mean, but like one of these lighters is about $10.
Yeah.
This is a halfway decent lighter.
Yeah, I think those are like $15.99.
Are they?
Doubt it.
But like one of these, cutter, lighter, together.
That'd actually be great for a beginner.
Where would you get that from?
Get it from Cigar
.co.
.co.
What is this lighter exactly?
So this
Describe it for the audio listener.
Well, this isn't a good first-time lighter because it has a V-cut, and Alex said minimum 4 years experience.
I don't know. That was a joke. Actually, I'll take it back. Realistically, a V-cut is easier to use because you
can't screw it up.
Yeah, exactly. So why is this a great lighter?
This is a great lighter because at Cigar Bro, they dedicate their lives into making a sharp V-cut within a torch. So this thing always fires up on the first try, has a cover for the lint that we know you have in your pocket, and it has a little cigar rest over here. So if you're at the cigar lounge and you don't want to put your cigar either on the ashtray or just on the edge of a seat because you got to go do something, put on your lighter. So it's honestly a great cigar. And the V-cut, it cuts it in a V. No. I was going to say the blade is very sharp and it's very hard to screw up a cigar with it because it has a backstop, right? So if you had a straight cut without a backstop, you could easily, be like
stick the whole head
back in the basics, Jared, and cut a 1/4 inch off your cigar.
Zach is talking about this Calibri, right? Cutter, not lighter.
Well, that one, the problem with that one is it has a back, but it's so deep.
Yeah, so deep.
That's what she said. But yeah,
I love this one though. It's lasted for like years.
It is a great cutter. You just got to be, you got to be like a year or two in to use that one. What the hell?
Did you throw your cigar at me? What the fuck was that?
What?
I just saw that.
Jesus Christ. Could have started a fire over here.
Thought of my hands, man.
God.
What did you just say?
It's all that lotion on his hands. And
Thought of my hands.
Jesus.
Yo, Mark comes in here and the first thing he does is just put 10 pounds of lotion on his hands because
I think that's the most excited I've seen Jared, or most passionate I've ever seen Jared on this podcast.
If someone was throwing fire at you, I'm sure you'd be very animated as well.
I thought it was about the lotion he put on his hands.
Oh, you freaked out. Are you scared of fire?
No.
Yeah, Jared got scared.
But he was throwing that at me. I thought it was like an attack.
No, this is throwing it at you.
Oh, man.
God, I shit myself.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. That's how we end every podcast, is with Jared doing that. That's when we know it's time to leave.
We're going to take a brief intermission so Jared can go and fix himself. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back, guys.
How many times this week? Oh, man. Anyway, okay.
So you did do that on purpose. I just want to clarify.
No.
Mark, what do you think about the question that you asked yourself?
I would suggest, honestly, going to a local cigar shop. I'd probably have a cigar there first. Let the professionals cut it and light it for you. So that way you get the best experience possible for your first cigar.
Hold on. Are you saying we're not professionals? We're the professional cigar smokers.
Yeah, but we can't reach to the screen and cut and light it for them.
Not
Not yet.
So, if I would suggest going to Blend and Barrel, picking up a basic cigar, having the guys cut it and light it for you, and then that's when you really figure out if you like the cigar industry or not. And then after that, I would go ahead and get a cutter and a lighter. If you're really nice, I might even give you a cheap little cutter.
So Mark's philosophy is go into the shop and smoke a cigar, and that's how you're going to know if you like this or not.
I mean, if it's your first one ever, yeah. Why would you buy a cigar pack, a cutter and lighter before you ever smoked a cigar?
Let's say you're by yourself and you're just I want to try a cigar. You know what I mean? I would say go to the cigar shop.
Yeah, I just feel like if I start something new, I'm going all in. I'm buying the 3 cigar pack, and I'm just going all in. And then after 3 times, if I don't like it, then it's not for me.
Yeah, usually I just steal Alex's, and then, I find out I like cigars.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah, I can see that. But I don't know. I just feel like going into a cigar shop, you get a little, you meet some people, have a little fun with it.
Get a Diet
Boost
Coke,
your elevation.
Borrow a cutter,
Forget to pay your tab.
Don't inhale.
Oh, man. a choice.
So what do you think, Jared? What now that you are a intermediate cigar guy, what would you say would be some good advice for a starter kit, little get together kit for new smokers?
Personally, I think what he said was the best answer. Honestly,
Jared, do you ever
Hands
have your
down.
own opinions?
well, you had me go last, or about the answer, you just interrupt.
Anything you want to add that would help newcomers enjoy their experience more? Maybe from personal experience, maybe from others that you've laughed at in the past.
I don't know. Besides getting a cigar, having someone cut it and light it for you, and learning before spending any money on the cigar itself, I don't know. What else would you add? That's what I did. Buy a cigar, get it cut, get it light, and then you get to the point where you just start adding to your collection. I have so many lighters now, so many cutters now, multiple humidors now.
So was your first cigar in Lake Mary at Corona?
Yeah, the Monte Cristo.
Now, so like, is that when you moved back from California,
I don't remember if it was then.
or was it before California? I guess is my question.
It wasn't in California.
Or was it in California?
No, it definitely wasn't in California. It was definitely in Lake Mary.
Yeah, because they don't allow cigars there. Communist.
I think
state
Small Batch Cigars is based in California.
of America. If they are, what are you doing? That's crazy. Going to California and buying cigars is insane.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone that lives in California, Jared, but it's just unfortunate. New York, unfortunate. Canada, unfortunate.
Yeah. I feel like Small Batch Cigars is really true to their name, right? They don't really have like a lot of small batch stuff. It's just like basic stuff now.
It's
Is
just a
it?
name.
I
a name.
haven't looked at their stuff.
I just see when they post on Instagram.
Wow.
Ah,
I will say Mark is probably the one that follows the most people on Instagram in the industry. Low key. Every time I find someone, Mark's already following them.
I get
And
around, man. People know me.
Yeah, and he still doesn't know shit about cigars.
People know me, man. It is what it is. You got it or you don't, obviously.
So, people talk about pairing with cigars, and newcomers oftentimes hear this and they don't know what to do. I think they might overthink it. What would your suggestion be for newcomers when it comes to pairing so they don't like overthink it?
Well, let's start with Jared first.
I knew this would happen.
Well, okay, so you go
Personally,
first, you don't have an answer, you go
you-
last,
you
you don't have an
Once
answer.
again, interrupting, right? As I said before. Exactly.
Can you guys let the man speak? Jeez.
Personally, if it's not going to be coffee, it'd be like a double Macallan 12, maybe old fashioned if you want to spend the extra money with a cigar. I would never drink beer with a cigar. I really don't like beer in general. But I would always have a espresso in the morning or whiskey with a cigar in the evening. That's what I like. For
Okay.
beginner, I don't know about that.
I think honestly, grab your favorite drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Preferably like a darker drink, like a Sprite probably wouldn't go too well. Like a Coke, maybe Dr. Pepper, maybe a root beer.
I don't know. Dr. Pepper's got 23 flavors, 23 plus, however many are in a cigar. You know what I mean? That's too many.
Flavor overload.
That's what I'm saying.
Sensory overload.
Exactly.
Zach is autistic though, and he gets those.
But your go-to is Diet Coke, though, right?
No, my go-to is actually Coke Zero, but
If they don't have it, you have to get Coke.
I get Diet Coke. Yeah. But honestly, Dr. Pepper with cigars is like a great combo.
Yeah.
I agree. Mark?
Yeah, but it has to be Diet Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper.
That's disgusting.
Diet Dr. Pepper. I've had Dr. Pepper Zero. It's pretty good.
Ugh.
But Dr. Pepper honestly goes great with cigars. It's weird.
What are you drinking?
Oh, right now?
That is a good question.
This is a can of Arizona energy drink, 99 cents.
That's kind of a ripoff
Why is it a ripoff?
because a big can is 99 cents.
Yeah, but the big can doesn't have as much caffeine. This has like 100.
You're sacrificing ounces for more energy.
Yeah, this has 115 milligrams of caffeine.
It's like when you go to the store or the gas station and you see those little cans of Starbucks espresso that are completely overpriced.
Yes.
This is $1.
Speaking of Starbucks, man, you know what I thought was weird is that they're like the bottles of like the lattes, whatever you buy in a gas station, is cheaper than going to actual Starbucks
Why wouldn't it be?
because they gotta pack it and ship it out.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as good as the real thing
Yeah, but it definitely costs more to make.
Well, does it?
because you have
Yeah,
to take
for
labor
sure.
into account. Like
Yeah.
the labor of the actual employee that's making it is going to cost more than the mass production that it takes.
And they
how
probably
long
get-
how long does it take to make a cup of coffee at Starbucks? When start to finish with your cup?
5 minutes or less,
Okay,
according to the new CEO.
5 minutes or less. How many orders go through your coffee?
How many?
Yeah,
Minimum 3.
usually 2, but
I don't
No,
understand the
because
question.
you have the orderer, the person who mans a
you
printer,
go to
and then the
Starbucks?
person who finishes.
you,
I was literally there today.
every time I go to Starbucks, there's usually 2 people. It's the person at the counter and then the person making the drink.
No, but there's usually multiple people making drinks. Especially
Yeah,
if
but I'm
it's
talking about your drink specifically.
okay. Well, my drink specifically, it takes one person.
Start to finish. Typically, when you go there, you got the counter and you got the person making your drink.
Okay,
So that's 2 employees.
sure.
You figure they average $16 an hour, right? So $32 an hour. Okay, and now take 5 minutes of that labor. How much that cost?
Okay, but now think about it like this too, right? Now you have individually packaged coffee that they're brewing in store, right? Maintenance on the machine versus like
Rent.
rent versus in a warehouse where they're getting probably coffee by like truckloads,
You still got maintenance on a machine.
managers.
Yeah, you still got all that at the warehouse.
Yeah, but like it's all automated.
And it's mass produced. So the cost is going to be fraction of what it is at a, actual Starbucks location.
That's like, all right.
What are we talking here? $3 versus $10?
What is $10?
Like a drink. Like if you get like a. Usually every time I go there, my tab's like $8 to $10.
Okay, then you're ordering the wrong thing, my friend. Is that 2 drinks?
Mm-mm.
You get one drink that costs you $8 at Starbucks?
Sometimes, yeah.
My drink is usually about $6.
Real quick, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
It depends on the day, really. Sometimes I get a
Yeah.
Oh,
caramel
my God.
macchiato.
Oh,
Light on the sugar. Whole milk instead of 2%
this has got to be fake.
with that extra shot of espresso.
There it is. There it is.
$20.
It still shouldn't be $8.
The only correct answer is nitro cold brew
That's what I get.
or cold brew if they don't have it, which is $1 less.
Is it $1 less?
Yeah, because it
No,
costs
phone.
money to nitro.
It
Nitrogen is the most abundant gas in our atmosphere, and they're going to charge me $1 for it.
I think it's just a process because they have to brew it and then they have to put it in the keg.
Isn't it? Yeah, but they're putting cold brew in a keg.
Yeah, but back to what you're saying. You get more labor hours and you got the machine maintenance. And then you got to clean it.
Yeah, but they're doing all the same stuff with the nitro versus the regular cold brew.
No, they're not. They're putting it in a keg.
Actually, they're doing more work with the regular cold brew because they have to brew all the coffee, let it cool down, put it in a keg, tap it, and then let it brew. The nitros they get straight from a keg.
No, they don't. They fill up those kegs.
With the nitro?
Yeah.
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, they do. They fill up those kegs with the cold brew.
Then what's the nitro?
With the cold brew.
Yeah.
All right, back to Alex's question. So, are you going to drink Arizonas from now on with cigars? Or are you going to go the Starbucks route and spend extra money with cigars, or the Diet Coke route?
If he
or
keeps going to
Coke Zero
Starbucks,
route?
he's not going to be able to afford cigars.
Is it gas station Starbucks, like you said, or is it Starbucks?
I got this because there's only one gas station I've ever found that had these. And I didn't feel like spending $5 on a regular energy drink. So, because it's a 99-cent one. It's pretty good, though. You want to try it?
No. Also, for you newbies, great point that Mark accidentally brought up. Never, ever, 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 ever share your cigar with someone else or allow someone else to share their cigar with you.
What you try to share is Arizona.
That's actually way more acceptable than sharing a cigar.
Yeah. You still didn't take it though. But
No, because, I don't know where that mouth's been.
I mean, were you there that one time? There was a table, a whole group of guys sharing one cigar. They were passing like a joint.
I was not there, but I was told about it, and I can picture it now. I will say the most recent incident I've witnessed was a cigar that I actually gave someone to try. He was enjoying it. He was really enjoying it. And his buddy was there, and they were talking about the cigar, and he was like, "Hey, can I try it?" And he gave it to him, and he tried it. He was like, "Wow, it's really good." And I just had to bite my tongue. But it happens. It happens still to this day.
they point at you and be like, "Yeah, he started it," and then you all pass it around. And
Well, no, I gave him a cigar that was not lit, not cut. I gave him a brand new cigar.
Okay.
So no, don't try and twist my words here.
no, I'm just asking. That was part of the story, kind of left out or something.
No.
Hmm.
I don't share my
You
cigars.
think ancient Romans shared cigars?
I don't think they had cigars.
If they did, you think they would have?
I think they would have done a lot worse with their cigars.
Yeah, they shared a poop stick. Oh,
Kind of what I was referring to, yeah.
that is true.
I think they do what Bill Clinton did with his.
Pause.
Confirmed.
Just to go back to the point where I was saying earlier, where you should probably have your first cigar in a cigar shop. Because if you do get an issue with your cigar, a lot of times if you're like at home, you might think that's just how all cigars are.
Oh yeah, the 10 old or whatever.
Yeah, but if you're at the shop, they might replace the cigar for you.
Or tell you what the issue is.
Exactly.
That's another thing too. Like if you go and have them cut it for you and light it for you, odds are you're not going to screw it up. And if they screw it up, they definitely need to replace it. Because if you cut it for the first time yourself, you might mess up and then it'll unravel, and then you'll be like, "What?"
Yeah, but if they cut it for you and it unravels, then they'll probably get you a new one.
You should be fired.
Now, I have had before where my cigar tunneled and they wouldn't replace it.
That happened last week.
And the guy said it was halfway through the cigar, and then I held it up to the other cigar.
He also had half a brain too.
And it was like the first third of the cigar. But things happen sometimes.
So what'd you do about that?
he slapped him.
Yeah, okay. What is it, dick?
I left a review.
He slapped him in a different kind of way.
I fought back the way corporate America wants us to fight back.
Have they replied to the review yet, though? Have they taken notice?
No, they haven't. They replied to everyone else around me, but they didn't reply to me.
To acknowledge it means they've seen it, yeah.
So were they applying to recent reviews?
Oh, yeah, they skipped mine.
Damn. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah,
He's still recovering.
I'm still recovering.
Did you go and talk to the manager about it?
I'm sure he was working the register, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was beyond him. The guy's like, fuck it.
You don't come here.
Yeah, you don't exactly. He's betting on the fact you never show back up again. He's hoping. That means we have to show back up tonight. Actually, what night did we go? Was it 1 2 weeks ago? It was on a Monday, so we got to go back next Monday.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
I'm not going to drop names.
What?
Corona, Sam Lake.
Very disappointing. But I wasn't there, so I could care less. Oh, man. Speaking of caring less, Zach wanted to talk about the Super Bowl. Big football guy.
First Super Bowl a sitting president has been to. They should have let him do the coin toss. That would have been sick.
Yeah.
While bald eagle flew across the stadium.
Only in baseball.
Duolingo Al died.
Bro, that's crazy.
What happened?
The Duolingo Al?
It died?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone killed him. They have a lead in Canada, I guess.
Canada.
What are you talking about?
Do you know who the Duolingo owl is?
Like the mascot thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Mascot. I mean, it is a mascot.
Yeah, it got murdered.
They had an actual, like, bird?
Yeah, he's real.
Remember the guy in fucking costume? Yeah. The pretend character died?
Yeah. It got murdered.
Oh.
Apparently, Duolingo chose a side, and they have leads in Canada to show who killed him.
Tell Duolingo to hop off Dua Lipa's dick until they start teaching Albanian.
Facts, honestly, though. That's a true statement.
That is a true statement.
Well,
So what-
we can't
so-
tell him now. You know, I'm not going to say who. You know, King of Toronto
What?
killed him.
Wait, hold on. Seriously, though, what's the story? Because I know that he died.
He died. They were investigating. They released video footage of a Cybertruck hitting him, and then
Jared.
Police report came out and said that they have a lead in Canada, and this is directly after he released the dancing video to
Like make fun of, mock
Yeah, I forgot the name of the song now. What the heck?
Kendrick Lamar song.
Kendrick, yeah.
They not like us.
They-
What is this
yeah.
song called?
Yeah,
I think it's just, yeah, they not like us or something. Yeah.
I did see he's got beef with Drake, too.
Duolingo?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Were you not listening, bro? The Duolingo bird.
Oh, so you're suggesting that?
I'm not suggesting. I'm just pointing out. I'll watch my back. I'm just pointing out what the Twitter said.
That the sixth god. Champagne Poppy himself.
I didn't say it.
Our older viewers are probably so confused. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Just like the Super Bowl halftime show.
That halftime show sucked.
The way I see it is, I think
It was so boring.
the performance itself was a good performance, but not for the event / the audience that it was presented to.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
I just think it wasn't that like intricate. Like usually it's like the halftime shows are like
It's because you weren't listening, Mark.
you saw when 50 Cent was on there. That was cool as shit.
Yeah, but you weren't listening. You didn't see the cheat code. You didn't see the game. It was all game. It was all
Bro,
game.
if you didn't like it, it wasn't for you.
Bro did a cheat code starting, like when he started the concert, he did a cheat code to give him one extra life.
What?
The whole seriously?
Yeah,
Yeah, you weren't paying attention, dude. He had an X, a square, a triangle, and a circle, like a controller. It was a big game.
Like an Xbox controller.
The people in the stadium had lights. They were loading bars, 0 to 100%, and then the loading bar went up. He did a cheat code to give him one extra life.
We were all there.
Is that really what it was about?
And then right before, he lost one life when Uncle Sam came up. R.I.P. XXX Tentacion.
What are you talking
And then
about?
Peekaboo played. You don't know anything I'm talking about right now?
I have no idea. Do you know what he's talking about?
Don't feel bad because Zach literally looked all this up just to make sure he didn't miss anything.
I didn't. I've been with it.
Is that really what it was about? That means
I didn't know all that. He went
Oh, yeah.
totally different.
this
Yeah.
made it even worse for me. Like,
Drake killed X.
oh, okay.
Apparently, allegedly, right? Right. Kendrick came out with Peekaboo
Hmm.
4X, implying that Champagne Poppy himself did it.
Is that really what it was about? I thought it was something like I don't know. I really didn't know what it was about. I thought it was dumb. All I remember is that people were like, "Oh, this is historic because we got a rapper on," and And I was like, does nobody remember 50 Cent fucking did it?
They didn't know who 50 Cent was.
Like, does nobody remember 50 Cent did a halftime show? It was awesome. He was upside down rapping. That shit was sick. This one, we just got a guy walking around on stage dancing.
And some bell bottom.
Yeah, it's a bell bottom
jeans.
My girl was like, is he wearing girl pants? I was like, it fucking looks like it.
Oh my God.
Isn't he like 5'5"?
Yeah, he's short, dude.
That's a stretch.
And talk about being in New Orleans and not putting Lil Wayne on. Like, Lil Wayne is fucking New Orleans.
That's kind of messed up.
I think that.
You know why? It's because Jay-Z is in charge of who gets put on the Super Bowl halftime show. Not a lot of people know that.
He's in charge of a lot of things. That performance was for a super niche audience. So like 1% of
this Drake.
1% of people actually understood what was going on. And then the other 5% found out the next day on social media.
If you're talking about being such a great rapper, right? Your best hit is a diss track about somebody else. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
All right. But you can't say that. Because you can't tell me that if Eminem was up there, he wouldn't be playing like half of his songs are diss tracks.
But that's Eminem's whole thing, though. Eminem grew up on that. It makes sense for him.
That was like every rapper's thing.
Yeah, like back then. Yeah, not now.
You can just say, if you don't like Kendrick Lamar, you can just say that.
I like Kendrick Lamar, but I just think, I don't know. I just think
it wasn't the right event for it.
I just know I've been listening to Marvin's Room ever since that Super Bowl.
I knew it.
R.I.P.
Drake fan.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't for me. It didn't do nothing for me. I'm used to halftime shows being like these like big crazy things. And this one was
Rihanna suspended in midair, pregnant, throwing down on stage.
I didn't like hers either, but I think
better
hers
than that.
was better than that. Yeah,
No, the 50 Cent one was great.
50 Cent one was like one of the best. I think really.
That was really good.
When he was upside down rapping, everyone was like, "Holy shit!" You know what was the best Super Bowl? Was it Jennifer Lopez and
Shakira?
Shakira?
You would say that.
Yeah. I just remember being in Colorado in a bar, watching that, and as soon as they like started dancing together, every guy in the bar was like, "Fuck yeah!" And you just look around and see all their wives like pissed off. It was like the best thing ever. So fucking funny.
Somehow this circle back to the topic he actually originally wanted to talk about.
What topic was that?
Big booty Latinas.
Jared, why'd you want to talk about that?
You wanted to talk about that?
No, but somehow he brought it up. Somehow.
I think there's like, there's so many controversial, arguably, events surrounded by
What happens in the halftime show?
surrounded by big booty Latinas. As Zach stated off camera, a man was supposedly arrested for being in charge of the Underground Railroad of big booty Latinas, so they wouldn't get deported. I may have added a few words in there, but that's essentially what he meant.
It has to be true. It was on TikTok.
Noble cause, really.
Noble cause.
I thought he said double cause.
No.
Double trouble. But I mean, that's how we found out about the Duolingo murder. That's how we found out about the big booty Latina harborer, the Bay Harbor butcher. I mean, a lot of information comes out through TikTok.
How do you think he finds them? Like, do you think he sends out applications like must send butt pic?
I don't think it was real.
TikTok.
If you want to be saved, send me a picture of your butt right now.
But yeah, I mean, I just think it's so funny that people came out afterwards and were like, "You didn't understand the halftime show?" And then people too are bringing it. I mean, I think it's just the way you want to interpret it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think anyone understands it because I've heard like 4 different explanations.
And they were like, well, Trump was there. He was talking directly to Trump the whole time.
Okay, that makes no sense.
I love
that one makes the most sense though, because they had like who was playing they had like the American flag and everything.
and humble.
It was divided. But my thing is like, first of all, nothing ever happens. Second of all, like the message that people are claiming it was about is kind of stupid because they don't realize that Trump is actually not the bad guy in that situation, realistically.
Yeah, and if you want to make a message, like, don't do it at the Super Bowl. Half the people are watching are shit-faced anyways, you know what I'm saying?
Well, 99% of the people just want to watch football.
You know what I mean, though? By the time the halftime show comes on, the half the people that are watching are shit-faced, so...
It's true.
They just want to be entertained, you know? They don't want, you know...
We just want to see guys throw balls around.
They don't want to bring their notepad out. You know what I mean? Like, let me decipher this. Babe, grab me 12 beers. I got to decipher this.
You're going to need 12 beers to come up with any conclusion.
Are you saying that halftime show was too loud, too unorganized, too ghetto? Is that what you're saying?
What?
That's what Samuel Jackson said, you know, playing Uncle Sam.
Oh, really?
I feel like you didn't watch this thing.
So
I did. I just didn't really pay attention that much.
Samuel
That was a little boring.
L. Jackson, otherwise known as Sam,
Uncle Sam.
plays Uncle Sam.
Ah.
Holy cow.
My God.
Wow.
Jesus.
Did you just get that?
Wow. I just got that
My
now.
God. Game over.
I'm basically
Are
a
you serious?
genius. No.
Jeez.
I'm just reenacting everyone else that watched it. And he only had 12 stars on his jacket or whatever it was. I don't know.
I don't know. His outfit was pretty sick, though.
Yeah, pretty patriotic if you ask me.
And then you had Serena Williams crip walking randomly.
Zach knows what that means.
Oh my God, dude. Mark, keep up.
It's like in your face, bro. Like,
Keep
you might
up.
as well have a sign that says, here's the message.
Keep up, dude. Serena Williams and Drake supposedly had a thing. They were dating. Drake is like a blood or whatever. And I'm not even joking.
Her sister supposedly was murdered by a Crip.
So, Serena Williams?
I read that online too. I
didn't
know it was
know
too because I don't want to bring it up, but yeah, I guess her sister was killed by
That's why I say supposedly.
gang activity.
I took it as
Okay.
they played tennis together off camera.
They were playing with balls for sure. What else, Zach?
So anyway, so she got invited to crip walk on a thing on the stage because she got in trouble for crip walking at a tennis match. Like she got kicked off her game or
Yeah, it's
something.
too ghetto for that.
Oh, I mean, it's tennis. You know, why would you be crip walking in a tennis match?
I don't know.
But
She was
it-
excited.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with Drake though,
Were you not listening?
because like she's a married woman. So if you're going on national TV to get back at your ex while you're married, it's kind of like a why are you still thinking about it? Kind
Did
of thing.
you get
Mark,
that from
Mark.
someone else, or did you just come up with that yourself?
That she's married?
No, that whole thing where since she's married, she went on there. Why is she doing that?
Mark, it's bigger than just
There's a
music.
reason I'm asking that.
No, I just came up with it right now.
Okay, because Stephen A. Smith said the same exact thing.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because why would you? Right? I'd be pissed if I was her husband. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like you're still concerned about that? Why are you still concerned about that? You know?
Mark, 40 acres and a mule. It's bigger than the music.
There was a mule.
No, it's part of he said that. I remember that.
He did say that. You know what that's referencing, though?
No.
That's referencing when, like, after the Civil War, the North agreed. Well, they gave a promise to give slaves 40 acres and a mule,
I
so
think I
they
need
could
to.
continue farming.
I need to up my sarcasm speech level
Why?
because he thought I was serious about the mule.
What do you mean?
I said there was a mule there. I was joking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's like a fake activist, right? Because he'll like rap about, talk about that stuff, but he doesn't do anything.
If you listen to the music,
Nothing
he says that too.
happens.
He talks about in DNA, right? There's loyalty, there's royalty in his DNA. He was born to be that way. No,
DNA, do not assume.
so like, all right, we'll take it for example. If he's talking about Trump directly, if he's talking to him directly, he's like, oh, you know, it's the right time, but the wrong man, right?
Whoa.
That was something that he said.
Whoa.
You know, that was quoted from the Super Bowl. Relax. So, That was something that he said, meaning that, like, oh, you expect like a rich guy to help, you know,
The
like
revolution.
normal people, right?
Yeah.
You know, but then later on, he says the same thing about himself through his songs. So, like, he's not really helping. Like, he can't help.
Nothing ever happens.
I mean, he's a guy with a lot of influence. He can definitely help.
Nothing ever
correct.
happens.
But what is a guy that has, you know, quote unquote, royalty in his DNA, he's rich, have in common with a normal man?
George
right?
Washington.
That was like, you know, I don't know. I'm just like mixing up all these like theories and stuff.
It just goes so much deeper than we ever could have imagined.
You don't understand. You know why the grass was green?
Why?
Jared
Because
knows.
God made it that way.
Okay.
And then God let the grass grow.
What does this have to do with
And
Kendrick
then,
Lamar?
wait, I'm
God
getting there.
made Kendrick Lamar.
Let him get to it. He's coming back around.
Sorry.
Then God made man. Man killed a pig. using the stomach of that pig, man made football.
Oh, okay.
Football made the football halftime show.
Oh, that's,
Okay, I can't. Yeah, I think
Here,
we
let me
gotta
help
say
you out-
the
let me
big
help you out
game.
here.
You know, this video is probably gonna be taken down
Why?
because we're not saying the big game, and they're pretty strict about that.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
The what?
I just thought about that.
Screw you. So they made the big game.
you can't say the big game?
No, you can't say the other thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why?
Notice every commercial, they always say, "Are you ready for the big game?"
Oh, Super Bowl is probably trademarks.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, that. Yeah.
We've already said it 520 times. So anyway. Pig. Ball. Sport. Big game. Big
Man.
game halftime show.
I mean, I like his music. I just wish he did something a little more crazy, I guess.
Yeah, like fireworks, explosions.
I think
maybe a U-2 bomber.
the issue, Mark, what we're not seeing is that since Doge was created, they're cutting down all the budgets, and that somehow leaked into the big game. So their budget wasn't there
Oh, okay.
anymore,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So now every big game halftime show is going to be subpar. But that money is going back to the American citizen. That's exactly what it means.
It's subpar because Jay-Z's running the halftime show, and
I really think they should have picked Lil Wayne.
yeah, but Jay-Z and Lil Wayne have beef. That's why it didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Who doesn't have?
Because I
beef?
think he applied for it. Like, he wanted to do it.
Why
I
would
don't think you
Jay-Z
apply
and
for it.
Lil
I
Wayne
just
have
think-
beef?
Yeah, what's the beef?
I don't know, man.
Maybe because Lil Wayne's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not part of the big game.
Oh, that's good. Very true. So Kendrick Lamar calls out the big game. Is he a part of the big game and he's projecting and trying to defend himself, or is he truly not a part of the big game?
There's definitely a game being played.
The big game is pedophilia, Mark.
There's definitely a big game being played.
Yeah, same time next year.
So, Alex, how's that cigar tasting for you?
It's not my favorite from them, if I'm being honest. But they have other good stuff.
Let's circle back to Jared. He wasn't sure about that cigar. What are you feeling about it now?
I feel like most of the flavor in this cigar was in the middle. It's kind of like kind of going a little bland now.
Would you buy it again, or buy it in general?
Probably not this one. No,
Maybe the front nine.
I have to try that. I never had that one.
He would not like that.
Why would you not like that?
Connecticut,
He likes Connecticut's.
sometimes.
I don't know. I feel like
I'll try it.
for me, certain brands have better Connecticut's than anything else.
Yeah, like Adventuro.
Yes. Great example, Mark. Great example.
And Charter Oak.
I don't really smoke their stuff, but I'll take your word for it. Speaking of books and knowledge, Zach has all the knowledge. We got sent this book from Luis Romano himself, who wrote Besa before the Besa cigar was even a thing.
And I'll read you guys a little excerpt of my my favorite chapter. Hold on. Okay, we're not right here. Shh. Gino continued, I will go to the Bronx right now and see what's going on. I have to call a dear friend and find out what steps need to be taken. He is well-respected Albanian, and we will be guided by his advice. We need to keep cool, level-headed, take the right steps. Understand? Chris, Gino, when will this ever end? Joey asked. When we close our eyes, pal. They are your kids for life. Good or bad, they are your blood. Now relax here with CCP. We will come. Wait, hold on. Will come with me, and I will call you when I know more. Just 2 things you have to do. Call your son Matty and tell him to stay put, and you stay right there. Give me your word, Gino commanded. Okay, you got my word, Joey said meekly. Just then, Joey clams. Is this like a mob book? What is this?
All right, I'm going to stop you right there.
Well, I thought you said your favorite verse.
Let's analyze this text right here.
Favorite sentence.
Because there's a lot going on
favorite
here.
part of the book.
There's a deeper meaning here. You can see how this relates to the Besa cigar and the brand itself. Because who runs Besa? 2 big Albanians. He's referring to the big Albanian here. And he says that they need to be respected, not trifled with, essentially.
So this book is a foreshadowing of what was meant to happen in the future, which did happen, which is happening now.
Yes.
All right, let me read the back of it for you guys. An Albanian's word of honor, their Besa, is a pride that has made their clans fearless fighters for centuries. In the streets of the Bronx, New York, their code has made the Sons of the Eagle a powerhouse in the community over the last 40 years. When one of their own is killed, the Albanians will stop at nothing to quest their vengeance. Enter Gino Rano, uncle to the accused killer with connections to New York mafia family, with no choice but to enter the fray. Oh man, the mic's in my way now. It is up to him to expose the truth, defend his honor and own family before more blood is spilled. Okay, so this is a mob.
No.
book. What? I was just
Obviously
sure.
it is.
So which one
It's
is it?
Albanian, bro. What else would it be?
But the guy's Italian.
Yeah,
Go on.
No, it's okay. You're Albanian.
No, I was gonna say he's Italian, but there's a lot of Albanian influence in New York, which also has a lot of Italian influence, and that's the whole premise behind
And
it.
Albanians moved to Italy, fleeing for their lives. Zach, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, make sure to check out the book though, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Cigar Guys.
Jeez, okay.
We're still going, right?
For me to learn about the incredible Albanian culture, I needed help from some wonderful people. And then it goes into all the Albanians.
Very cool.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
That's a good ending.
The revolution's about to be televised.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cigar Guys Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest episodes. Looking for short-form content? Check out all our social media accounts in the description below.